Okay, good morning, students. Yesterday, I explained the Fourier series in change of interval. So, the change of interval identification from the limits are is not in the form of Euler's. That means not another intervals are belongs to the change of interval. So, change of interval, the question is identification. The limits not containing 0 to pi, not containing negative to positive value. Remaining all intervals are belongs to the change of interval. So today topic is next third method of the Fourier series and very important method also. That method name is even or odd function, even or odd function. మా వాయిస్ క్లారిటీ ఉందా? వాయిస్ క్లియర్గా అర్థమవుతుందా?
సార్ అర్థమవుతుంది సార్ క్లారిటీ
ఓకేనా?
ఓకే సార్
సరే. Okay. So even or odd functions. How to identify each given problem is even or odd. So we have to identify from the given limits. The given problem have limits. That limits are like as minus pi to pi, or minus 1 to 1, or minus L to L. Any value coming from negative to positive, minus infinity infinity, minus 3 to 3, like that. These all values are represented from the even or odd function. These are identifications. Each given problem is even or odd. So how to check the function is even or odd? When the limits are is in the circular box format, suppose the given problem limits are like as in circular area minus pi to pi or minus 1 to 1 minus L to L. So we have to decide that the problem is in even or odd. So how to identify the function is even and odd? How to check the given function is even or odd? It has one formula. That formula is the function f of x is given in the problem. So we have to replace x by minus x. F of minus x getting f of x, it is even. Is even. So example is x square. So f of x equal to x square. F of x equal to x square. So replace or x square minus 1. Replace x by minus x. So minus x whole square minus 1. Minus x whole square equal to x square minus 1 is equal to the given problem f of x. So we are replacing x by minus x and also we getting the same function f of x. Then it is called Euler or even function. And another form, taking another example, f of x equal to cos x. F of x equal to cos x. So again replace x by minus x. So cos of minus x equal to cos of minus theta, cos theta. So we getting the given function f of x. So when we replacing x by minus x and also we getting the same function f of x, it is called the even function. Even function have best example is cos. Cos is always even because cos of minus theta equal to cos theta. That's why cos is a best example of the even function. Cos is always even. Then go to odd function. What is the definition of odd function? Replace f of x by minus x, we getting minus f of x. Replace x by minus x in the given problem, we getting minus f of x. Then f of x is an odd function. So taking an example, suppose f of x has f of x equal to x cube. Replace x by minus x, that equal to minus x whole cube. So minus x whole cube equal to minus into x cube. So minus the bracket's value is f of x. The bracket value is f of x. So we have to replace x by minus x. We're getting the answer minus f of x. So f of minus x equal to minus f of x. It is an odd function. Taking another example, sin is the best example of the odd function. So f of x equal to sin 2x. Okay. Replace x by minus x, that equal to sine of 2 into minus x. So that equal to sine of minus 2x. We know that sine of minus theta equal to sine of minus theta equal to minus sine theta. Like as the minus is front, right in front, sine 2x. So minus of sine 2x is f of x. Then we getting f of minus x equal to minus of f of x. So it is odd function. Sine is the best example of the odd function. So the function f of x, we have to check each function is even or odd. When we check, so the limits are like as minus pi to pi, minus 1 to 1, minus 2 to 2. Like that, we we have to decide the checking function of f of x. Okay, taking one more example. Suppose f of x equal to x minus x square, f of x equal to or x square minus x in the interval minus pi to pi. This problem already I explained in first class. I give a homework f of x equal to x square plus x. So taking one example, each function is even or odd. So how to decide? We check f of x is even or odd because the limits are minus pi to pi. Same limits from minus pi to plus pi. So we have to decide that the range is negative to positive in the same value. So we have to check the function f of x is even or odd. How to check the function is even or odd? Just replace x by minus x and simplify it. On the right hand side, minus x whole square and also minus x. So simplify it, minus x whole square equal to x square, minus into minus plus x. So we have to replace x by minus x, we're getting the answer x square plus x. This x square plus x is f of x? No, it is not f of x because the f of x value is x minus x square minus x. So we getting value x square plus x. It is not f of x. So it is not even. So common to minus on right hand side value minus x square and minus x. In the parenthesis value, in the inside of bracket value, is f of x? No, it is also not a f of x, but the f of x equal to x square minus x, but here minus x square minus x. So what we concluded that the given problem is not even nor odd. So why we check the even or odd condition? Because the given limits are in the form of negative to positive. So the limits are in the even or format. That's why we have to check each function is even or odd. Unfortunately, the function not even and not odd. So how do we decide? Suppose the function of f of minus x equal to f of x, it is even. So in the replace x by minus x, we didn't get f of x. So even condition failed. And another replace x by minus x, we have to answer minus of f of x. Here, common to minus on the resulting value, that value also not equal to f of x. In both conditions, the f of x is failed, even or odd. In this situation, these problems we have to calculate it in the Euler's method. When even or odd condition fail, so this type of all problems we calculated in the even, sorry, Euler's method. Okay. So today topic is even or odd. So once again I explained how to identify the even or odd. The function f of x equal to, taking an example, x sin x in the limits minus pi to pi. So clearly the gain means starting from negative to positive in the same value pi. So we have to decide that these function is even or odd function. So how to find out, how to identify each function is even or odd? It has some definitions. The first definition, even, even definition is f of minus x equal to f of x, and odd definition, the definition of odd is f of minus x equal to minus f of x. Suppose the function is even. So what we do in the last two methods, the last two methods names as first is Euler's and second is change of interval. These last two methods we have to calculate the full range equation. What is the full range means? F of x equal to, we have to calculate it a naught by 2 plus a n cos n by x plus b n sin n by x. Three values we have to find in the full range. The full range methods are Euler and change of interval. So already we calculated these two methods. So today topic is even or odd. Suppose the function is even, we have to find out half range. The first half is the find out value. So f of x has a naught by 2 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n by x by L plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity b n sin n by x by L. So in this series, we have to separate two parts. The first part is cosine range and the second part is sine range, and also the first two terms are even and only last term is odd. So why we taking first two terms is even? Already I told cos is the best example of the even, because cos of minus theta equal to minus cos theta. In the first term also cos 0, taking a naught by 2 into cos 0. So cos 0 1, 1 into a naught by 2. So here also is a multiple of cos 0. So why didn't you take sin 0? Sin 0 equal to 0. Sin 0 into a naught by 2. The total function is 0. That's why we are taking only cos function, because cos 0 equal to 1, 1 into a naught by 2. The function a naught by 2, no need to disturb. So that's why indirectly the first term is cosine function and the second term also cosine function. These question is a best example of the even. So because cos of minus theta equal to cos theta. That's why we separate the full range into two parts. The first part is, one name is even and another name is cosine range. Cos means cosine range. And the remaining last part is odd or sine range, because sine is always odd function. Sine is the best example of the odd function. Cos is the best example of the even function. In the first term, there is no sine cos, so we have to write cos 0. So 1, cos 0, 1 into a naught by 2, a naught by 2 value not change. Okay, so if f of x is even, we have to calculate it two values. In full range methods are only Euler's and change of intervals. Last two classes, I explained that the two methods. But today on the next topic, half range series. These half range series we have to cut the full range at a naught an is a first part and bn is a second part. Suppose the given function is even, we have to calculate only two values a naught an. By mistake, you also find bn, then bn is equal to 100% zero, not getting a value. So the function f of x is even, we have to find out only two values. One is a naught by 2 and second one is bn. Suppose the function f of x is odd, only calculated the last value bn. The function f of x is odd, so we have to find bn value only. By mistake, you also find a naught an. These two values in that problem is equal to 0. Okay. Taking one example problem from the even or odd function. So the problem like as expand the function expand the function f of x equal to x sin x, f of x equal to x sin x as a Fourier series in the interval minus pi less than or equal to x less than or equal to pi. So this notation is another notation is minus pi less than or equal to x less than or equal to pi. The x is in between minus pi to pi, or sometimes minus in the parenthesis minus pi comma pi. Both are same. The range of x is starting from minus pi to pi, like as this one, or another form is the open brackets minus pi comma pi. So we conclude that what method we have to apply this problem. So what type of method we applying? So first of all, Euler's method. The Euler's method limits are like as 0 to 2 pi. After averaging L equal to pi, then it is Euler. So in the 0 to 2 pi, not given in the above problem. So it is not Euler. And change of interval. Change of interval limits 1 comma 3, 2 comma 4, 0 comma 3, like that. So the given limits minus pi comma pi is not in the this format. So this method is not in change of interval. Next, even odd. Even odd formats like as minus pi to pi, minus 1 to 1, minus L to L, like that. In the first format, minus pi to pi is equal to the given problem range minus pi to pi. So the problem is either even or odd. So this is the identification how to find out the method of the Fourier series is the identification like that. So we conclude that the given function is in even or odd. So each function is even or odd. How to check? We have formulas. The formulas are one is even formula. Replace x by minus x, we getting f of x, it is even. Replace x by minus x, we getting minus f of x, it is odd. So taking f of x of the given problem, f of x is x sin x. Replace x by minus x, so minus x sin of minus x. So minus x sin of minus x, it is minus sin of x, minus into minus plus. So x sin x, so x sin x is the f of x. So f of minus x, we taking, we get f of x So it is clearly even function. So we have to calculate a naught an in the complete f of x formula. Okay, the given function is even. We have to decide to find the values of a naught an. So I am writing the formula for f of x. So how to find the L value? The given limit, the given limit minus pi comma pi, comparing to the general form of the limit c comma c plus 2l. So equating lower limits c equal to l, sorry, c equal to minus pi, and upper limits c plus 2l equal to 2 pi pi, c equal to minus pi, replacing in it minus pi plus 2l equal to pi. So 2l equal to pi plus pi, that equal to 2 pi. Cancellation 2 on both sides, l equal to pi. When l equal to pi, it is called Euler's formula. In the Euler's formula, we have to calculate half range. That half range is only a naught an, because the function f of x is even. So replace L equal to pi in the basic formula. It is converted to the Euler's formula. In the Euler's formula, we have to find a naught an bn. It is a full range, but we are in the even odd function method. The function f of x equal to x sin x is even, so we have to find only half range. That first half range is a naught an. And another shortcut is available to calculate this L equal to pi. So what is that? Just average the values of two values without their signs, taking these two values without their signs. So pi plus pi by 2. So 2 pi by 2. So that equal to pi. This is the shortcut we have to find out L equal to pi. So one important point, remember that don't take their signs. If you take their signs, it is equal to 0. Okay. Shortcut, in the shortcut doesn't take the signs of given limits. Or generally, we have to calculate, replace c equal to minus pi and c plus 2l equal to pi, calculating L value. This is the lengthy process. This is the shortcut. We have to calculate the given limits in shortcut, taking these limits values only, not in the signs, and calculate the average is equal to the L value. So in two cases, L equal to pi, it is simple way to calculate L equal to pi. It is concept-wise calculating L equal to pi. So anyway, we have calculated the value L equal to pi, replacing L equal to pi in the basic formula. I am writing the basic formula of Fourier series. F of x equal to a naught by 2 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n pi x by L plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity bn sin n pi x by L. So recently we calculate L equal to pi. So putting L equal to pi in the above expression, f of x equal to a naught by 2 sigma n equal to 1 to infinity a n cos n pi x by pi. Pi cancel, only cos nx. So we didn't take the bn value because the given problem is in even or odd function, and find out the f of x as even. In even function, we have to calculate it first half. That half means a naught n values. That's why I cancel the bn value. By mistake, we have to find out the value of bn. Default bn value 0, but it is time waste process, taking only half range that of range a naught an. So because f of x is even we choose first two terms. Why? That's why cos is an even function and a naught has a one multiple. One is also cos. So calculating a naught and an of f of x, first we have to write the formula of a naught. The formula of a naught equal to v plus l equal to pi 1 by pi in the limits minus pi to pi given limits of the problem f of x dx f of x dx. So replace f of x. What is f of x? In the problem, f of x equal to x sin x. So even or odd in the Fourier series we have calculated, but even or odd in the integration. Integrations has also we have to check even or odd. The formula is like as integral a to minus a to a f of x dx. When the limits of integration, the lower limit and an upper limit is same and starting from negative to positive, like as minus a to a. Here a is the same value in the lower limit and upper limit, but the limit starts from negative to positive of f of x. We have to write 2 into integral 0 to a f of x dx. In the situation, f of x is even. Suppose f of x is odd, so automatically it is 0. Okay. In the negative to positive integral limits of f of x, we have two partitions. First partition is check f of x is even. Suppose f of x is even, we have to write the minus a to a f of x dx is the first format 2 into integral 0 to a f of x dx. Suppose f of x is odd, so no need to calculation, no need to integration, no need to substitution of limit. Clearly, it is directly taking 0. So this formula is very important. We have to calculate the above integration. So how to know f of x is even or already we have checked in the Fourier series. Clearly, it is even. So we have to write 2 by pi minus pi to pi is converted to 0 to pi. That's why additionally we have to write in 2. So x sin x dx. Last class, I explained a shortcut from the Euler principle of integration by parts. By the preference of Euler principle, taking algebraic term as a first term as directly, x as directly, and derivative of x equal to 1, and again derivative of 1 is 0. So we stop here, taking x and a derivative of x equal to 1. After that, signs are alternatively, every term must starts with plus and after that minus. So this x work is completed, then go to sin x. So this is completely opposite process of the x. In x is taking directly, sin x is taking not directly. So x has applying derivative, sin x has applying integration. So these two processes are reversed. That's why in x has I underlined and sin has I circled. Okay. So once again I explaining. So in the integration by parts, we are taking some shortcut. The shortcut is in the preference of Euler principle. In the preference of Euler principle, the inverse trigonometric not available in the above problem and logarithmic also not there. So only algebraic. In the problem, x sin x, x is the algebraic term. Taking x is directly in the answer, and the derivative of x is 1, and derivative of 1 is 0. So we have to stop at the constant value 1. And the second process is the signs are alternatively, first is plus and next is minus. Suppose another term is available, that one also plus. This process of x is completed, then go to sin x. Sin x process is completely reverse of the x. So what is x process? X is taking x is directly, so sin x is not taking directly. And x has doing derivative and sin x has doing integration. So the circulated value integration of sin x minus cos x, write in the brackets. The complete minus cos x integration. First we have to write minus integration of cos x that equal to sin x in the limit 0 to pi. Last class I told sin 0, sin pi, sin 2 pi, sin 3 pi, all full angles are 0. So in this situation, we have to submit the upper limit of sin, that sin pi is 0, and lower limit also sin 0 is 0. So simply we cancel the sin function from the substitution of limits and write the constant terms of the right side. Already 2 pi is constant and minus also right in the outside. So minus 2 by pi and remaining term x cos x in the limits 0 to pi. So putting x equal to pi, that equal to minus 2 by pi x pi and cos x cos pi lower limit x into 0. So 0. So pi cancel. Cos has odd angles, then it is minus 1. Cos has even angles, then it is plus 1. Here 1 pi means odd angle, it is minus. So minus 2 into minus 1, that equal to 2. This is the a naught value. A naught by 2 equal to a naught by 2 equal to 2 by 2, that equal to 1. So this is the first value, and we have to find out n value only because bn is deleted from the series. Why? So a given function f of x is only even. In the even function, we have to calculate only a naught n value. So go to an. First, I am writing the formula of an. The formula of an equal to 1 by pi, the given limit, minus pi to pi, f of x into cos nx dx. But f of x is x sin x. In the integration have only two terms. One is algebra term and another one is trigonometry term. It is solving the last example integration by parts. But here two trigonometric functions, one is sine and another one is cos. So it is difficult task to calculate the integration because two trigonometric terms and one algebra terms is a multiples in the integration. It is very difficult to integrate directly. So first we have to simplify these two trigonometric terms are in algebraic combination. These two trigonometric combinations either plus or minus. Then we have to multiply x and integration each and every term. So sine and cos we have to write is an algebraic combination sin x sin 2x like that. It is easily solved. So that's why taking the difficult terms, the terms are underlined terms. Take sin x and cos nx. The both angles are different. Sin x here the multiple of x is 1 and here the multiple of x is n. In trigonometric topic, I have to multiply and dividing with 2 for the formula. So 1 by 2 into, we have one formula, 2 sin A cos B. 2 sin A cos B. 2 sin A cos B equal to sin A plus B. Here A equal to x and B equal to nx. First I write sin A plus B, x plus nx plus sin A minus B, sin of x minus nx. So the multiplication function cos sin x into cos nx, by using trigonometric formula, we have to write sin of x plus nx plus sin of x minus nx, and one constant is a multiple of 1 by 2. So replacing into the above problem, first to write the 1 by 2 is outside of the integration. Already pi is outside. So 1 by 2 pi integral minus pi 2 pi x into first sin x plus nx plus sin x minus nx into dx. Now separate the integration and x to two terms. First term 1 by 2 pi into minus pi 2 pi x sin common to x on both terms 1 plus n into x dx plus minus pi 2 pi x sin here also common to minus x, so 1 minus n into x dx. Now we find out the integrating by parts. So we have to apply the integrating by parts of the two functions. First one taking from the Euler principle, the first preference is x, and derivative of x equal to 1 and alternative signs plus minus. Next, the integration of sin 1 plus n into x, it is minus cos 1 plus n into x. The multiple of x is 1 plus n, so we have to write in the denominator. And the total bracket integration value. First, write the sign minus and integral of cos sin 1 plus n into x by 1 plus n into 1 plus n, 1 plus n whole square. So the first term is completed, and second value is taking x and derivative of x equal to 1. First sign plus and second sign is minus. Sign of 1 minus n into x. So it is also minus cos 1 minus n into x by 1 minus n, and the next derivative integration minus sin 1 minus n into x by 1 minus n whole square. The total limits of minus pi to pi, we have to calculate it. It is even or odd function, because observe that xo sin xo sin x already I told it is a even function. When the even function x sin x is we decide, we have to calculate the formula of a naught and an. So that's why the integrations are converted minus pi to pi to 2 into integral 0 to pi. So we have to write 2 in the limits 0 to pi. Taking 0 to pi, observe that the functions of sine of 1 plus n into pi. So sine of 1 plus n into pi, that equal to sine pi plus, suppose we have to substituting pi in this limit, pi plus n pi. So sine of 180 plus theta. So sine of 180 plus theta in this second coordinate, third coordinate. In the third coordinate, sine is negative. So minus sine pi. The angle of sine pi, sine 2 pi, sine 3 pi, full angles of sine and sine 0 also 0. In that region, I cancelling the sine functions. I cancelling the sine function. only the limit 0 to pi substituting in the cos function. So here 2 to cancel. The remaining function of constant is 1 by pi, and in the first term minus 1 by 1 plus n writes outside and replace pi. So pi replace x by pi and cos of pi plus n pi. And next go to second stage. Here common to minus of 1 minus n replace x equal to pi. The lower limit is 0. In replacing x equal 0, 0 into cos it is equal to 0. So pi minus right in the outside, this minus right in the outside, and 1 minus also right in the outside. First putting x equal to pi, cos x equal to pi and multiplying to 1 minus n, pi minus n pi. Okay. So 1 by pi into minus of 1 by 1 plus n pi into cos of 180 plus theta, cos of 180 plus theta. In the coordinates here 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, here 90 minus theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta. 180 plus theta is the third coordinate. 180 plus theta. So all sin, tan, cos 270 plus theta. 180 minus theta and 1 plus theta. This is the third coordinate. In the third coordinate, tan is positive, but here the function cos is negative. So I am taking minus. And cos of 180 plus theta, in the cos of same function cos theta. So cos theta equal to cos here theta equal to n pi. And go to second value minus of 1 minus n by 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta is the second coordinate. In the second coordinate, sign only positive. Here function is cos, so minus. I am writing minus pi. Cos of 180 minus theta. In 180, cos is same value, so cos n pi. 90, 270 cos as reverse as sign. 180, 360 cos as a cos function. Cos pi. Okay. Common to minus pi in the inside and cancelling the pi to the outside. So minus pi cos n pi I have to common inside, and by the remaining values minus into minus plus. Okay. The remaining value 1 by 1 plus n plus 1 by 1 minus n. Okay. Pi cancel. Cos n pi equal to minus 1 power n. So is it positive or negative? Depends on n. Suppose n equal to 1, it is negative. So odd angles of cos is negative. Suppose n equal to 2, it is positive. So here negative and positive both values are involved in n. That's why I am writing minus 1 power n. And taking LCM on parenthesis 1 plus n into 1 minus n. Cross multiplication 1 minus n and 1 plus n. 1 n cancel. The final value is minus 1 power n into 1 plus n. 2 by a plus b into a minus b. 1 minus n square. So multiplying minus 1 power n into 2, that equal to a n value 2 into minus 1 power n by 1 minus n square. Here n not equal to 1. So every sigma running from n equal to 1. For example, a naught by 2 plus sigma n equal to 1 to infinity. So putting here n equal to 1, 1 minus 1, 0, it is in denominator position. So 1 by 0, it is equal to infinity. So no need to take n value at n equal to 1. So what about n equal to 1? The value of n is, so replace an formula, an equal to 1 by pi integral minus pi to pi f of x. F of x means x sin x into cos nx dx. This is actually n formula, but n not n equal to 1 is not sufficient the formula of an, because n equal to 1 replacing in an, it is equal to infinity. That's why we have to calculate a1 separately. Just replace n equal to 1 in the an formula. So here also cos x. So multiplying 2 and dividing 2 on both sides, 1 by 2. So a1 equal to 1 by 2 pi integral minus pi to pi x into multiplying 2, 2 sin x cos x, that equal to sin 2x. We have to calculate the shortcut. So we have to write x sin 2x is a even. So 2 by 2 pi integral 0 to pi uh, x sin x integration. Taking shortcut, the shortcut is x, the derivative of 1, first value plus and second value minus, integral of sin 2x minus cos 2x by 2 and minus cos 2x by 2 integration minus sin 2x by 2 into 4, 2 into 2, that equal to 4 in the limit 0 to pi. In the limit 0 to pi, we have to cancel the sin function and simplify the equation. We getting the value of a1. So after getting the value of a1, we have substituted in the formula of f of x. So the f of x formula a naught by 2 plus sigma n equal to, so first write a1 value, a1 cos nx n equal to 1 cos x plus sigma n equal to 2 to infinity. So two answers are different, an cos nx. This is the required expansion of the Fourier series after substituting a naught, a1 and an. So here one important point is available. That important point is taking n equal to 1. Suppose in the sigma expansion, taking n equal to 1, it is getting infinite value. That's why we calculated a1 is separately. Okay, this is very important problem. I explain half range sine series and cosine series in the next class. All of you raise your hands. Only 33 members in the session present.